Have you ever felt like you're always running out of chances? Like there's never enough to go around? What if I told you that there's a way to see the world where opportunities don't just come knocking, they're practically lining up at your doorstep? This isn't just a pep talk, it's about adopting what we call an abundance mindset. An abundance mindset means believing that there's plenty out there for everyone. It's about looking at the pie and realizing it can grow bigger with every person who sits at the table. This way of thinking isn't about wearing rose-colored glasses. It's about changing your focus from what's missing to what's possible. Why is this important? Well, for starters, many of us, especially men, are taught to compete for everything: jobs, attention, success. But what happens when we shift our approach from competing to sharing, from grabbing to giving? Life becomes less of a battleground and more of a playground. By the end of this video, I hope you'll see that a world where you give more, receive more, and live more isn't as far off as it seems. Let's dive into why some of us get stuck in scarcity and how we can start living abundantly. Have you ever held on tight to something because you were afraid you'd never find it again? Maybe it was a job you didn't love, or you stayed in a relationship that wasn't making you happy, just because you thought it was the best you could do. This fear of not having enough, of losing what we have, is at the heart of what we call a scarcity mindset. When you have a scarcity mindset, it's like you're always seeing the world through a lens that highlights limitations. This perspective makes you feel like everything, from money to love, is in short supply. Living with this mindset can be really stressful because you view every decision as crucial, worrying about making mistakes that could cost you dearly. This constant anxiety might prevent you from seizing opportunities like applying for a job or asking someone out, because you're convinced you won't succeed. It also tends to foster a lot of negativity and resentment. It's hard to feel genuinely happy for others when you believe their success diminishes your own chances at success. Consider two men. Man one has a scarcity mindset, while man two lives from a place of abundance. Man one, deeply enamored, panics when the woman he's dating begins to pull away. His fear that she's the only one drives him to desperately chase her, only pushing her further away. Meanwhile, man two, facing the same situation, recognizes the multitude of potential connections out there and gives her the space she needs, which eventually brings her back, more committed than before. It's often said that women are attracted to bad boys or jerks. Many dating coaches and experts believe this is largely because such men exhibit a strong sense of self-confidence, reflecting an abundance mindset. This means they don't treat any interaction with a woman as a guaranteed success. By not appearing overly eager or available, they inadvertently make women feel the need to pursue them. They never make the woman feel as though she is a sure thing. It makes her work for him, which is actually what women want. But that's a topic for another video. This principle applies not just in personal relationships, but also in business. With a scarcity mindset, we might cling to unfavorable deals or stressful clients because we fear there's nothing better out there. On the other hand, an abundance mindset empowers us to walk away from negotiations that don't serve us, secure in the knowledge that more opportunities are just around the corner. If you're finding value in this journey towards a more abundant life, consider smashing that like button and subscribing for more insights like these. Imagine you're at a buffet that never runs out. You wouldn't worry about the person in front of you taking the last piece of chicken, right? Because there's always more coming. This is what shifting from a scarcity to an abundance mindset feels like. It's not just about being optimistic. It's about seeing the world as a place of endless opportunities. When you operate from a scarcity mindset, it often feels like you're constantly in a race. Everyone around you is a competitor, and for them to win, you have to lose. But what if I told you that life isn't a zero-sum game? Adopting an abundance mindset turns the tables. It allows you to see others not as competitors, but as potential partners who can enhance your journey. There's plenty of success to go around, and helping others can actually help you in the process. In a world seen through the lens of abundance, Sharing becomes second nature. You don't clutch your resources, be they knowledge, time, or anything else, close to your chest. Instead, you share them freely, knowing that often, the more you give, the more you create. This doesn't just increase what's available, it multiplies it. Then there's the concept of growth versus fixed mindset, which plays a huge role here. With scarcity, it might seem safer to stick to what you know, avoiding risks to protect what little you have. But what about growth? An abundance mindset encourages you to take those leaps, to learn from failure, and to see every challenge as a stepping stone to something better. It's about believing that you can always make more, be more, and do more. Shifting to this way of thinking requires you to take a hard look at your fears and assumptions about how the world works. It's about moving from a mentality of "there's not enough" to "there's plenty and more to come." Start by noticing the abundance that already exists around you. Could be the endless amount of information on the internet, the countless opportunities to connect with others, or the infinite ways you can learn and grow. Remember to practice gratitude too. Appreciating what you have instead of fixating on what's missing can dramatically change your outlook. And consider expanding your social circle to include those who already embrace this mindset. Their perspective might just rub off on you, showing you a world filled with possibilities. So, why make the shift to an abundance mindset? Perhaps the most compelling reason to adopt an abundance mindset. It simply makes you happier. When you stop seeing life as a finite pie and start seeing it as an endless ocean of possibilities, your everyday experiences become more enriched. You worry less about losing and focus more on enjoying and creating. This doesn't mean you'll never face disappointment or hardship, but your overall approach to life will be more optimistic and resilient. Embracing a mindset of abundance is more than just a feel-good philosophy. It's a practical approach to life that can lead to real positive changes. It opens up a world where competition transforms into collaboration, where fear of scarcity turns into the joy of generosity, and where challenges become opportunities for growth. If you're ready to leave behind the anxiety and limitations of a scarcity mindset, the path to abundance awaits. It starts with a simple shift in perspective, from focusing on what you lack to appreciating and multiplying what you have. Remember, adopting an abundance mindset isn't about denying the realities of life's challenges. Instead, it's about choosing to focus on the possibilities and believing in the ever-expanding potential of yourself and the world around you. So take a moment today to notice something abundant in your life. Whether it's the love of your friends and family, the knowledge available at your fingertips, or even the air you breathe. Start small, think big, and watch as the world opens up in ways you never imagined possible. The journey to a richer, more fulfilling life is not just about having more. It's about being more. And it all begins with the mindset you choose to cultivate. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, be undefeatable.